All right, let's go to Tel Aviv now. That's where we find CTV's Heather Wright. Heather, good morning to you. How is the one-year anniversary of the Hamas attack being felt and experienced in Israel today?
Well, Marcia, really, it's a somber day, a day of reflection, also a day that, people we've spoken with say they're stuck in October 7th, 2023. Especially the family members of those still being held hostage. There's a lot of uncertainty here in Israel and in Gaza, given that this war has now hit the one-year mark and really does show no signs of ending. And so while there were tributes and memorials right across Israel today, as people look forward to the future, there is that overbearing sense of uncertainty. Will the hostages be released? Who is still alive in Gaza, and what does the future hold for Israel, which is now fighting wars on multiple fronts?
And what is the feeling, if you can explain to us, towards Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, Heather?
The short answer, it depends on who you talk to, Marcia. I mean, you showed that video just now showing the protests going towards the Prime Minister's residence in Jerusalem today. So there certainly is a lot of anger from certain parts of the country towards him and his government and how this war is being executed and the fronts that have been opened up since the attack 1 year ago. The hostage families, we spoke to a number of them today who they want the war to end because they want their loved ones to be released. Of course, that is one of the big sticking points in any ceasefire negotiation is the release of the hostages, the unconditional release of hostages. And there are many families that feel the longer this war drags out, the less likely it is that their hostages are going to come home alive. And so there's a concern that with the offensive in the north against Hezbollah fighters in Lebanon, that the focus is shifting away from their loved ones in Gaza. But on the flip side, you speak to Israelis who, given the events of October 7th, really feel that it is their duty and their country's right to defend itself. Of course, you mentioned that that attack was the worst in Israel's history, the worst massacre of Jews since the Holocaust. And so there is also a sense that this is Israel's right to defend itself, that they need to, get rid of the terrorists in Hezbollah, in Hamas that are firing rockets into Israel on a daily basis. And so there is definitely a split in the country in terms of where things should go and where things might go moving forward.
CTV's Heather Wright in Tel Aviv for us this morning. Heather, thank you for that.